I'm having a staycation this weekend where I'm getting reorganized and dreaming again. My friend Todd allowed me to stay at his wonderful place, and this is the kitchen. This used to be actually my side of the kitchen when I lived with him. And he totally redid it, and it looks wonderful. This weekend, at least today, I am pretending that this is the kitchen to my beach house in 20 years. So this weekend was one where I really wanted to take and go deeper with some things I'm going through right now. It's kind of my break from the real world and to dream again. This morning I woke up and I did this thing called the Dickens process, or the Dickens pattern, and it's by Tony Robbins. And he has you going through a process very much like the story of Scrooge, where Scrooge gets visited by three spirits. You get visited by a belief that you had and how this belief has cost you in the past, the present, and in the future. And he does a wonderful visualization of it, where when he takes you to the future, he takes you to the pain of carrying that weight, how much it costs you 5 years from now. If it was like, how would you look? How would you feel? What's your energy like? What are your relationships like? And now taking that 10 years into the future, the weight of that, now how do you feel and look, and just embody every sense of you. And then he takes you 20 years, and that was when I really, really broke down. So my image was, I was in bed and I was totally depleted, and I was very weak, old, fragile, and Bella had to take care of me. So that's kind of like one of my worst fears. And he takes you then back to the present, because he said that doesn't have to happen. And then he has you transforming that belief. And for me, 20 years later was where I was at my beach house, and the doors open, and I can hear the birds, and I can feel the warm sunshine and the breeze and the smell of the ocean. And I'm 60 now, 62. But I'm still very vibrant and full of energy and laughter. And then I'm taking a walk with my partner, hand in the beach, and my feet are in the water. And then Bella runs up to us, and she's like 20 now, she's coming back from college. So he has you choosing those two destinies. And when you go through it yourself and you feel it and you really let yourself embody it, it really moves you and it breaks the pattern. And so the belief that I had is that happiness doesn't last, or I'm not wired for happiness, I'm not wired for prosperity, I'm not wired for those capabilities. And so the transformation, though, my statement now, the belief is happiness and prosperity are my natural state. And that just feels really good. So when he has you walking through the process, whatever your statement is, I hope that it carries you and becomes your mantra, and that you embody it so that you can choose your destiny. So this week is a portal week. 11/11 is a really strong date, and portals are gateways and openings. Now, the last 3 years, I know that November is such a great activation month. Whatever you do now, don't wait till New Year's. Don't wait till, the time is right. It's never going to be right. The energetic waves right now, even though it seems very fragile, this is when you make a decision. And this is when you really start taking the action steps and plant the seeds. So if you plant the seeds correctly and really get in tune with your desires, it's going to happen for you really fast when things align. So I really encourage you to go through this process. It's going to take you to the pain. It's pretty painful, okay? But allow yourself that pain, because that's when you break through. That's when you break the pattern. Because how long has these beliefs held you back and sabotaged you? Now's the time to really live your life. You're not gonna have another chance like this. So it's called the Dickens process, or the Dickens pattern by Tony Robbins. There's 2 parts to it, so be sure you do 2 parts, okay? You can find it on YouTube. So this week, I hope that you take the time to do this, to break through, and I'm gonna be giving you some other tips and dates too. So I can't wait to connect with you more, but this is my beach house. All right, like the kitchen to my beach house. And if that is going to, is what's holding you back as well, you can totally use my mantra. Happiness and prosperity are my natural state.